Today is the day that we're getting our retractable awning that will go right here and extend out this way. So I'm giving you a look of what it looks like now before they start, and we are so excited. We are, because we love being outside, and we really haven't been able to do that until recently, until we bought an umbrella for this table. But having a retractable awning is going to make it so much easier and being out longer because of the sun and it being shaded. So I'll keep you informed through the entire process. Puzzle lovers, this is the board you didn't know you needed. This 1,500-piece rotating puzzle board makes puzzling so much easier and more organized. It sits on a Lazy Susan and turns 360 degrees, which means no more leaning across the table. It also has 4 drawers to sort your pieces by color, edge pieces, and sections, and the cover keeps everything protected when you're not working on it. It's such a fun gift idea for birthdays, family game nights, holidays, or anyone who loves a cozy night in with a puzzle. Well, poops. They sent the wrong brackets. So
the whole wrong unit. The unit's wrong.
Oh, I didn't really listen. As soon as they said they couldn't install today, I was like...
The brackets is not the issue. They made the unit to be installed on the wall instead of in the soffits. Sinesta, we're coming after you.
So, no awning today. They're not quite sure when. It might be 2 weeks. It might be a week. We don't know. Buggy. It's disappointing. Anyway, though, the rugs that are going out there are coming today. So at least we can get the rug down and then put things back, shift things back. And we can still enjoy the space. It's just a little disappointing, but it's okay. In the meantime, I wanted to show you this puzzle board that I can't, it's hard for me to sit still. I'll be honest. It's very hard for me to sit still. But I get trapped when I start working on a puzzle, and especially when it's on this board that spins and you don't have to stand up and walk around the table to get to the other side. This board is from All 4 Jig Puzzle Paradise. And this board holds 1,000 to 1,500 puzzle pieces. It is so nice. It has 4 drawers, 2 on each side. It turns 365 degrees, which makes it perfect. We worked on, it was this puzzle, and I sat here for hours. And it was just so nice to be able to keep it on a board and not all over the table, because if you need to use the table, you just pick up the board and move this. And it also comes with this protective cover for dust, debris, etc. And when we're not using the puzzle board, we just keep it under the couch, which makes it perfect. This would be perfect for lake houses, beach houses, Father's Day gifts, anybody who loves a puzzle. This is a wonderful gift idea. I also got a couple of questions for the link for this puzzle. This was really fun to put together, and I am loving his puzzles because of all of the detail, the vintage style, and it's usually a setting like this. I also saw a couple of winter puzzles as well. I ordered more of those solar lights that I've shown you 14 times. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. And I want them everywhere because I don't want to pay an electrician to come and run a line. These are just so good. I grabbed more for, why do I do this? Why do I need to do this when I'm on stories? Anyway, I want to put some more back by the tree because there are only 2 back there. I want the back of the tree lit up. And I want to put some along the brick wall. These certainly aren't pretty lights, like the copper. These are more of a spotlight, and they come in a box of 4. They look like this. You stick this down in the ground, and this isn't going to break because I've smacked this with a hammer multiple times. I like putting mine as far down in the ground as possible. There are 2 of these protective films, thingamabobs that you take off. On the back, there's a little button right here. You have to make sure you turn that on, and then put this in the ground, put this here, and these are bright. So one is going to go back by the tree, and I think I'm going to put a few in front of the bushes so it's shining up on the brick wall. These also come with screws, so if you would like to mount this somewhere instead of using the stakes, you can do that. This is where I'm going to put maybe 3, 1, 2, 3, so they'll shine up on the brick wall. And then maybe 2 over here, or maybe just 1, 1, and 1. I have to see. I bought 8 lights, so I have enough. But this is just really dark over here. Maybe I'll do 2. 1 and 2, and then 1 there, and 1 back there behind that tree. And then I have 4 more to place. I'll find a spot. I also bought more of the Edison lights, and this is what they look like. I think what I'm going to do is start that there and string it up over here and go that way. I think that's what I'm going to do because I think it would be pretty lighting this up, and I don't want anything to go across the fence. Yeah. With these lights, you get a stake or you get a clip. And I will most likely do the stake, and I'll put this down right there so it gets charged. I could even put it on the outside, actually. I could do that because that's where the other ones are. And then I'll string them up and over that. And I don't think it will go all the way over there, but at least it will get the majority. This is a 25-foot strand. I also bought a 45-foot strand, but that's going to be too long because the 45-foot strand is this whole entire space, and that's going to be too long. I'm confusing myself. I thought I bought 2 strands, one longer than the other. That's not the case. So I'm going to use both of those strands. I'll show you where I'm going to put the one little the little solar thing. But I need both strands because the one, it just doesn't string all the way over. So let's go do this. This one is right there, and it's not long enough. So actually I'm going to have to flip that around because that's the wrong end. I need to connect them. No, I am lying. I'm totally making this up. If you knew what was going on in my brain right now, you'd say, oh my gosh, lady, slow down. So the charging thing will be out there. And then this charging thing can also be out there so you won't be able to see it. So let's get this done. I got all of those hooked up, ready to go. I just threw those on top of that, and I can always arrange them at night. And then these go all the way back to there. So they're ready to go. So hopefully tonight I can see what this looks like. Bad news was the awning couldn't be installed, but the good news is the outdoor furniture is arriving today. It wasn't supposed to be here until next week. I don't know what happened. And our rugs are coming too. So that is just perfect. We won't have an awning, but we'll have furniture. Here are the boxes. I'm gonna have to drag them around to the back. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this looks like too. I really am. I think this is gonna be one of the final pieces to getting that back area usable and comfy and pretty. I just got back from the dentist and half of my face is numb, but I wanted to give you an update. So, remember this morning when I said bad news that the awning can't be installed, good news that our furniture was coming in? Bad news, only half of our furniture is here. As they were dropping it off, it was in a FedEx truck, and I walked out, he had laid 3 big boxes and 2 small boxes on top of the 3 big boxes. And I said, is this all? And he said, no, I'm still looking. I think there might be more, but let me check. So I walked away just giving him, I just didn't want to be in his way. So he left. Rob and I were sitting out here talking. And then he said, did we get all the boxes? And we didn't. So I called Amazon and she couldn't find the order, even though I gave her the order number. I gave her the FedEx number. She was finally, I was on the phone with 23 minutes with Amazon, and she finally said, you're just going to have to return them. No. She said the only thing, well, she didn't say the only thing, I lied. She said what you can do is just return those boxes, get your money back, and reorder. That's going to be probably 2 more weeks. By the time I return it, I get my money back, and then reorder it. So I called FedEx, and FedEx is expediting. No, they aren't. I was on the phone with FedEx for about 15 minutes after that, and he was opening a ticket and said, someone will get back with you ASAP. Six hours later, nothing. No update, no nothing. I have a feeling the guy on the FedEx truck is going to find a box at the end of the day today in his truck. But here's my issue. I want to open the furniture. I want to open it, but I don't want to open it if I have to send it back. And my rugs haven't arrived. They were supposed to be here at 2. I really can't complain. I've had some really good days, minus, let's just not talk about this because this is going away. It's actually 99.9% gone. I've had a really good run. And today, today felt like Christmas. Today, the awning was coming, the furniture was coming, my rugs. I felt a little bit like it was Christmas time. Now it feels a little more like Halloween. So anyway, that's the saga for today. And I didn't tell you what happened the other night. Rob, I thought I handled it really well. I wasn't rude. I was stern, but wasn't rude. It It's about our pizza that we ordered. Sunday night, I was too tired to I was too tired to cook. I had high hopes of making dinner and time got away from me. I still had to work, blah, 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 blah. And I told Rob, I work until about 10 o'clock every night. That's just what I do. I just do. I like working. But I was tired on Sunday. So I said, let's order a pizza. I ordered where we normally order from, Marco's Pizza. I ordered it at 6:20. I kept watching for it because I get updates. I never got an update that the pizza was delivered. I got an estimated time of when it should arrive. So keep that in mind, an estimate time. So at 7:18, almost an hour later, I called them and I said, hey, I'm checking up on my pizza. I can see that it left your establishment approximately 6:50, but it hasn't arrived here. And I never got a text or an email saying that it was delivered. And the young gentleman kept me on the phone for a little bit and then put me on hold. So a lady picked up. She was younger. I could hear in her voice. She was very young. She said, hi, I'm the manager. How can I help you? And I explained the situation. And I said, I'm just trying to figure out where my pizza is here. We ordered it at 6:20. It's now 7:20. So it's an hour. I said, we always order from you, your store. An hour seems a little excessive because it's never happened before. So I explained to her the whole situation and I said, I just need to know where our pizza is. Because the gentleman, before he put me on hold, said, well, what you can do, I'm not making this up, by the way. What you can do is wait another 15 minutes and give us a call back. And I said, I appreciate that suggestion. The only thing is we've been waiting for an hour. And so if we wait another 15 minutes, it will be 7:30. And then we'll have to wait another half hour for the pizza. That's probably why he put me on hold. So the manager gave her all my information and she said, well, I see that it's been delivered. And I said, delivered? Where? And she said, at your house. This happened on Sunday night and I was out at the mailbox taking pictures. I was talking to Rob about the deer. Rob was out in the backyard. So we were outside. Somehow, magically, like the Invisible Man, somehow the delivery pizza guy showed up at our house, saw Rob walking out in the backyard, and decided to drop our pizza off at our front door without telling us. That was at 6:50. I was on the phone at 7:20 asking where the pizza was. And it had been out on our front stoop for 30 minutes. I was very nice. There was I am so sorry. I can understand that's frustrating. None of that. None. What she did say was, he said he saw was your husband outside? I said, yeah, he was way out in the back. Yeah, he saw him. So he came to your front door, knocked on the door and laid the pizza on the ground and left. Now, mind you, I was a little hangry. And I said, quote unquote, well, that's just silliness. I said, that's just silliness. Leaving a pizza at somebody's house without acknowledging that you dropped it off is silly. I've never delivered pizza, so I don't know the protocol. All I do know is that if I'm dropping something off, especially food, if I'm dropping something off and I see somebody, but they don't see me, and I knock on the door and they don't answer, I think I would pull in their, do whatever and say, hey, I dropped the pizza off at your front. That's just me though. That's just me. I like good customer service. And I don't think that was good customer service. Sitting on our front porch for a half hour. Rob was on, he was on the phone with somebody, and the guy could hear me in the background saying, that's just silliness. It's silliness that you drop a pizza off without anybody knowing that it's dropped off. You have no texting either about, hey, your pizza's here. So it didn't end with an I'm sorry. It ended with none of that. I gently told her that we always use her location. There are 2 locations that are relatively close to our house, 3-4 miles away. I said, we've always gone to your establishment. We love your pizza, but I will go to a different Marco's Pizza. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very long-winded today. It's just been one of those days that just hasn't gone very well. I do have something to share with you. Something that's too big for me. I'm gonna send it back and get a different size, but super cute summer shorts. I've been trying to spruce my wardrobe up a little bit, and I found these linen blend shorts at Walmart. They are mostly linen with part rayon. They come in a ton of different colors, and I think they're fun. They're more fun than my standard jean shorts. This color that I have on right now, it's kind of a charcoal with an off-white stripe, and then this is the opposite. It comes in a lot of solids as well. This is a small, and I think it's way too big for me, so I am going to size down to an extra small, but they're super comfortable. They have a drawstring at the waist, and they also have 2 pockets. I just grabbed an off-white t-shirt off of Amazon that I will be wearing with it. And also, I had these sandals years ago, and I wore them out. They split in half. I wore them for years. These are super duper comfortable, little teeny tiny sandals that you can wear with anything. I think they look cute with this. You can also wear these with skirts, and these come true to size. So does this t-shirt. This is a medium size t-shirt, but if you're looking for some good quality linen shorts that are under $18, these would be good for you. Wanted to give you an update on the lights that I just hung today. So that's what they look up over that. I think that's cute. I think it looks good. So those were the brand new ones. The other ones haven't turned on yet. And then the one back behind the tree, that one's on. And these are starting to turn on. It's getting exciting. So I put 2 there and then 1 here. So I'm still waiting on that one. Let me check this guy real quick. Hold on. Oh, did I not turn them on? Poops. I thought I got them all. There we go. There we go. So let's stand back here and look. Oh, yay, look at that. Look at that.